Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise. You are now in the mix with Ball Out Productions.
Hey, what's happening?
Like we gonna be on ESPN or something.
You know, JT got to do it big if he gonna do it.
If I'm gonna spend the time on it, I might as well do it right. We in here, man.
We in here.
Ball Out
Friday.
Radio. So my name is
JT.
And my name is
Twan Green.
Shia.
Okay.
Ball out.
and we in here, Ball Out Radio. So we gonna be a music heavy podcast / radio show. We're gonna talk all things music. So whether it's about the industry, the releases, up and coming music, underground shit, local shit, national shit, international, it don't matter. We're gonna talk music. We definitely gonna talk sports because we are brothers.
Black.
And current events, crazy political situation we're in currently. And we'll talk about our journey too. So yeah, welcome, Twan Green. Welcome.
Hey, man. And we got a special guest tonight. Oh, thank you, God. Thank you. Ball out, man. Shout out to Ball out, you know what I'm saying? But we got a special guest tonight, man. Hey, man, listen. I am L-Dub. I am Ball Out. And I am OMU. And we got the motherfucking OMU co-founder right here with us. What up, Wiz? What's happening?
What's up with you?
What up, Wiz?
OMU. What up?
Yeah, welcome, man.
Most hard workers right here. You know
Appreciate that. But you work just as hard.
Yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit about some of the ventures you're involved with. I mean, I would start with the music. OMU.
Yeah. I mean, OMU, you know what I'm saying? Definitely, man. We still OMU. Like, just everybody got a little, people getting older, people doing different things. We got different lanes, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of it was like, the restaurant just kind of like took a lot of it out, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was just talking about it the other day. Like, I wish we'd have kept, you know what I mean, the T-shirt shop going. We had the shows up there. We had the studio up there.
Yeah, everything on us was crazy.
Everything on us. Shout out to everything on us, man.
Yeah, everything on us was definitely.
I don't know if you ever knew when I was in LA, I did a track, you know what I'm saying? 8 o'clock in the morning. Shout out to Prosper, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out Prosper.
First time, it was the first song, you know what I'm saying? In a fucking 12-hour session, you know what I'm saying? And in the song, I said, 12-hour session in LA, long way from everything on us. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I love my dogs forever. Swear to God, that's what I do it for. And that line still give me goosebumps, nigga. Because I was it was a long way from fucking everything on us. Because we in Hollywood, nigga.
And it was a grind already. We were like 3 days in, and we had already been fucking doing all kind of shit. Doing all kind of shit.
Listen, bro.
I was catching the videos like, damn, they here, they there, they got the basketball game, y'all doing everything.
Yeah, we was at UCLA. Yeah.
That's why people, like, we live in a time where they want it right now. And I remember when I first came back from Vegas and from LA, and we were like, well, what, y'all should have shot video, y'all should did that, But it's like, we needed that first trip to kind of be like, okay, this is what we're going to do the next time we're here. You know what I'm saying? And I mean,
and if you go out there
that trip was
work oriented, like sometimes you gotta just go out there like loose, and just, like fall into what you're gonna fall into.
There was a lot going on in that first trip that a lot of people don't know. There was a lot going on with JT. There was a lot going on with me.
That's mine. Yeah, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? And that second trip, we were just more open. You know what I'm saying?
So the first trip wasn't even like all business. It was more like I was going to the Consumer Electronics Show.
To know him more.
Yeah.
We had kind of just started working together. You know what I'm saying?
And
Went the
so we went to Vegas. We went to Vegas because I was going to Vegas already, and the person I was supposed to go with couldn't go, and this was like COVID time. And so I was like, you might as well just come with me. And then I was like, we can just go to LA after that and just be in LA. Like we do music, you're supposed to be in LA,
be in
right?
LA.
So we went there and we didn't really have.
For real, y'all go to Vegas to LA.
Nigga, we drove.
Yeah,
we drove from LA to Vegas. Hard.
And like, so it wasn't really like music focused. It was more just like vacation. I was going anyways, so just fuck it. Let's just do it. And then like I think that's where the bond really like started with the music and like really realizing like, yeah, we got a team, we got a lot of people, but like we got the same agenda. Like we both really want to do everything we have to make this music thing work. And just learning how to like work together and network while we were around and just meet new people and you
I'm
know,
not gonna
talk
lie,
about music.
I don't
was
think
dope.
I've ever told JT this. Sorry to cut you off. That was the first time, like, JT was the first person that, like, showed me, like, okay, I'm different. Like, I'm not just
everybody we would meet, you could see the instant connection with people.
Not that.
Not
just
not
the
that.
fact of everybody raps, but he ain't taking everybody out and doing what he did for me in LA. Like the shit we was doing in LA, the shit we was doing in fucking Vegas. Like that let me know, okay, Twan, this is how it's supposed to be if you're a rapper. The dude that signed you is supposed to do the things that he's doing.
Yeah, and we literally made music everywhere we was at.
You know what I'm saying? So like, he made me believe in myself more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you and Deech had already made me believe in myself, putting money behind me, doing this and, like, doing that. You know what I'm saying? Telling me, yo, we're about to do the restaurant, so we going to put it. I was like, okay, these niggas really believe in me. When JT took me to Vegas and we in the strip club just doing shit, it's like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is how...
He's like, what he supposed to
like,
and we went to the game. I forgot we went to the Laker game.
We went to the Laker game, and I'm like,
we was like 7-8 rows back,
and I'm like, damn, and we're right behind Moneybagg Yo and Young Black and I'm sorry, Black Youngster. Sorry, bro. Hey, Memphis.
Oh, y'all was right behind them?
Yeah, bro, we were right behind them.
We just like here from the door, away from the court.
And I think YG was there too.
There's a lot of people there that night.
YG, Moneybagg Yo,
Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers was there.
Yeah, Braun was right there, bro.
That's the area. That's like if you're trying to really do music and do something at all, like that's
so
you're gonna run into people in those areas.
Yeah.
Like,
so the first trip was vacation.
Trip,
the second trip
it was cold.
The second trip was all business. Like we went out there. It was January.
Oh yeah, okay.
It was January. So during the day,
it wasn't that cold,
it was warm,
but it wasn't warm.
It wasn't.
Like we was riding fucking
that
scooters.
LA weather you was waiting for.
Listen, we rode fucking scooters.
It was 45 degrees at night.
5 miles. We rode these scooters from downtown LA to Hollywood. Yeah. You're not supposed to do that. They fucking died by the time we got there. You know what I'm saying? We were fucking.
Well, no, they died because you can't ride them in certain spots, like because it was like a radius that you can't go fast.
Yeah, we rode them bitch for 5 miles. But the second
well, that's
trip,
because I was following GPS all fucked up.
Okay,
following the wrong direction and shit. Like I didn't know where I was watching it. I was like, we supposed to turn here, and I was fucking it up.
On the scooter too.
I was fucking it up, but it was dope though.
Whenever I got back, right, I worked the hardest I've ever worked. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the difference. Like I worked the hardest. I think I was in here fucking 3 nights a week, 2-3 songs a night. I worked the hardest. Whenever I got back, I'm like, okay, bet. You know what I'm saying? We get in the mode. After that first trip, it was on. You know what I'm saying? Like I was, because I didn't know, because you know what I'm saying, I didn't know what else to bring to the table except just
music.
Going as hard as I can in here every night, even though I gotta work 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm fucking in this bitch till fucking 2-3. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Like that. And that brings me.
You seen the effort that he put in.
I've seen the effort that he put in.
What do I need to do?
So what the
end?
fuck do I need to do? And he told me, nigga, make music. Nigga, we made. Basically, I had 23 songs, but we could have put 70.
We had 2 other albums.
We could have put 50 songs on there, bro. Yeah. There are songs on that people will never hear.
Yeah.
Unless we just put out some shit on fucking YouTube. I thought about just putting out on
we
YouTube.
will.
Unmix is put on
we
YouTube.
Will.
Fuck it.
We will.
Just throw it all out there. Yeah. Put it on my page. Fuck it.
We will.
You know what I'm saying? But that brings me to this.
Well, let me finish that piece though. So the second trip is where we learned like Barack Obama said, when you get in the room with people, and not to like talk shit about people, but when you get into the room with people, you realize
that's what we learned.
They ain't shit, meaning they're just regular people too. So we learn, like, because we're in the room, we're trying to like be on our best behavior because we're guests and we're on the set of Drewski's show. You know what I mean? We're with Crip Mac, who at the time was like a poppin' quote unquote celebrity at the time. We didn't know. We'd never been exposed to this type of stuff. So we didn't know how to act at first. So we're just like, you know, just quiet, just watching what's going on. But we realized, like, if we're in the room, we're supposed to be in the room. These are regular people. Like, yeah, they got status or whatever. Yeah, he might be making a lot of money, but like, I'm supposed to be here. So act normal, act how I'm supposed to act, be myself.
And that goes from... I'm gonna tell you where that comes from with me, because Wiz, you know how I am. You know me for years. JT, you know how I am. You know me for years. I have been told by certain people, "Hey, Twan, chill, yo, chill, yo, chill. Hey, yo, Twan, hey, yo, Twan, tone it down. Hey, yo, Twan, tone it down, tone it down, tone it down." So I naturally went into Twan,
chill mode. Yeah.
Don't do too much. Don't do too much.
Yeah.
But I'm living in a world now where do too much. I should have been me.
Just be yourself.
And it's crazy because I wasn't me until I found out when we were on the Drewski set. And there was a few, his entourage, a couple of them niggas, they heard me talking about where I was from in Atlanta. And he was like, "Yo, bro, you with the Shallow?" The high school. I'm like, "Yeah, bro, with the Shallow." And then he started naming niggas. I'm like, "Yeah, I know that nigga, and I know that nigga." The nigga FaceTime one of the niggas that I said that I know that he was trying to check me. Bro, we in LA.
Right.
We was in Oscar De La Hoya's old house.
He checking me.
We was in Oscar De La Hoya's old
That
house in
nigga,
Beverly Hills. We in Beverly Hills.
Yes, we're in Beverly. No, we're in Bel Air.
Bel Air.
Soon as fucking dude answered, I was like, "What the fuck are you?" No, I said, "Brother."
Yeah.
He said, "Brother." That nigga was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
Bro, I was loose as fuck. Pause. You know what I'm saying? But I never saw Drewski again after that. You know what I'm saying? Because fuck it, if you watch in the episode, Crip Mac got drunk. We was drinking Casamigo, and then I had a bottle of Douce, big bottle. I had a bottle of Douce on me, and I left it in the car. I should have walked in that bitch with the weed, with the Douce.
Yeah, we ain't know no better.
Yo, we leaving this shit in the car.
Y'all being a little too careful.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
We
Well, we didn't know
walked
we
in
were on
that
a set
bitch
of a
with-
TV show.
I
We
should
didn't
have
know.
been in that bitch like, "Hey, shit." I should have did a shit. I should have did a shit, nigga. I should have gave
what they
him
wanna
one.
see. That's
I
what
should
they
have
wanna-
gave him one.
That's what they want to remember.
And Crip Mac
Tell
kind
me to shut up.
and Crip Mac kind of threw us the lob too. He threw the oop.
Drewski threw us the lie.
Yeah.
He was because
It's like, which one up there? Yeah. Because somebody said somebody was soft or something like that.
he was talking
or-
about lowdown.
Yeah.
But Drewski was like, "I know you ain't talking about his niggas." And Drewski like,
Which one of them niggas you talking about?
Yeah, which one of them niggas you talking about? And he pointed because we were supposed to be, you know, Crip Mac's entourage. You know what I'm saying? So like we with him. So he probably thinking that we from LA. You know what I'm saying? Nah, nigga, I'm from your hood. Nigga, we went to the same school, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't get to say that to him. You know what I'm saying? So that taught me, even like on the Twitch, you know what I'm saying? Like we was on this Twitch, you know, Castanet did the 7 days in. You know what I'm saying? That little jail shit that he did, that little comedy shit that they were in jail.
See, that's the other thing. I didn't know.
Yeah, bro.
See,
Yeah,
I
bro, we
didn't
were
know
there.
that much about these people then either. Like I heard about them, but
Well,
I
they
didn't
were just
know.
in the show.
But I didn't know like. No,
We
I'm
wasn't-
talking about Drewski and all them. Like I knew who they were, but I didn't like.
Yeah,
I wasn't
see, like,
watching them
I
heavy
did.
like
so
that.
I was starstruck.
Yeah.
Kinda.
I knew them, but I wasn't following them heavy like that yet.
Fucking the Castanet people, it wasn't Castanet, it was just people. There was like 30 people that was on that bitch. It was probably like 5 of them, bro. We had met like 5 or 6 of them. And like we're on like this little Twitch, you know what I'm saying? And dude's been twitching for like 12 hours a day. And I'm on that bitch. And
He asked you who you were and what you do.
He was like, "Give him something." Man, I forgot what I sung, but my voice was cracking, nervous as fuck. I'm like,
But you got to go through those experiences,
You got
though.
to, bro.
You got to
So
go
that's
through
what
those
that, and,
experiences
like,
they teach
even though
you.
we still had a good experience, though.
And we wasn't even going out there for that. We was going out there for a show off
To
game.
shoot videos.
Shoot videos and then meet up with
I
show
thought
off.
y'all like knew what y'all.
Nah,
was
we was
doing.
going out there
No.
with show
Okay.
off
I'm seeing
game.
the videos. I'm like, oh, they must
So-
have
We
played
had
this
this-
whole thing out because like y'all here, y'all.
We
there.
had
I'm
the
like,
session booked
Alright.
because we was going out
Let me
there
tell you why.
for show off gang.
Let me tell you
and
why.
to meet up with Jay Hayes, and we were only supposed to be with him for the one day and do the studio session, and then if he had time, we was gonna just do whatever regular shit, and we were just gonna just chill for the week and. You know what I mean?
So-
Sightsee, shoot
Oh, see, I
video,
wasn't
get
putting,
footage
like,
and
the
shit.
Crip
We weren't
magazine.
explaining
So
none of that.
there's been a
No, it's
lot
crazy.
of there's been a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Hey yo, shout out to Pittsburgh hip hop, man, for real, man. I met a lot of real rappers, a lot of real niggas, a lot of engineers. Shout out to Pittsburgh hip hop. I'm from Atlanta, but I've been rapping up here, you know what I'm saying? I claim this shit, I rep this shit, and I support Pittsburgh hip hop. So there's been some shit going on about a certain promoter, you know what I'm saying? But this promoter is the reason why all of that happened. We happen to be out at the same time as these two promoters. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we happen to be out at the same time. He fucking called us. And I think JT called him.
Nah,
somebody
he hit
called
me.
somebody.
He hit me
Y'all
on
didn't know he was
Facebook.
out there?
Nah, he hit me on Facebook or something, or I hit him on. Either I hit him on Facebook like, "Yo, we in LA," or he hit me and was like, "Yo, we in LA," and then he was like, "Yo, where you at?" And I was like, "We're Venice Beach. We're shooting some footage." He's like, "I'm meeting the fake Kanye in Hollywood right now. Like,
pull up.
come pull up. What you got going on?" I'm like,
He probably was happy he had people. out
yeah,
there.
We was there.
exactly.
We
And I'm
was
like,
fucking shooting the
he's like,
videos.
pull
We were
up.
like, fuck it. We'll just pull up.
Like,
And it's like
what you doing?
an hour away.
And I'm like,
we
but
always
no,
in St.
it's
Monica.
literally 15 miles away. But
But
the
'cause
traffic,
the traffic, it was
the
like
traffic,
45 to 50
it was an hour
50 minutes
away.
away.
So
You
I
know
was
what
like,
I'm
all
saying?
right, fuck it. Like, we didn't have no agenda that day. We just got there the night
Monday.
before.
That was a
and,
Monday.
And I'm like, all right, bet we gonna
Working
go. We gonna
on
meet
a
him,
Monday.
and I don't have to not say his name. We gonna go meet Josh.
Yeah.
Josh from YNC.
Josh YNC was happening.
So, because we had done
Josh was
shows,
there.
we had done shows in his showcases. We had done his like live music reviews. We had done all that shit, and like we talked to him. I had met up with him probably like a couple weeks or a month before that, just to talk business. So, and he was out there. It was perfect timing. So he's like, pull up. So we pulled up. We didn't have no agenda. We get there, and then this whole shit just spiraled crazy.
Fucking
Everything
with,
just boom, boom,
fucking,
boom, boom,
hey,
boom, 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 boom.
Hey, people in Pittsburgh, I get it. Whenever you see him at the motherfucking show, at the showcases, let me get y'all. He's working. That's what he's doing. He is at work. You are like customers at KFC. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you right now. Whenever we was, whenever if you are catching Josh in a setting to where he is trying to network, man, he is a networker.
Let
You know
me
what
just
I'm
say
saying?
this.
He's a networker.
Let me just say
'cause we
this.
was out there networking.
Let me just say this. I come from
3 days.
I come from corporate America. So as a like I've been sales rep, assistant manager. As you work your way up, you talk to the bigger boss. So as a sales rep, I talk to the assistant manager. Talk to the manager sometimes. As an assistant, you talk to the manager. You coach the sales reps. As a manager, you talk to the district manager, and you also talk to the regional manager, and you talk to the possible CEO. Like you work your way up. When I get time with as a manager, when I would get time with the regional manager, who's 2 levels above me, I don't get to see him all the time. I get to see him maybe once every 3-4 months, and I get 5 minutes. Or if I have my one-on-one with him, I get 30 minutes. And it starts at that time. If it's late, if he's late, I only get that amount of time because that's all you got. When you talk to a boss, and you can call Josh what you want to call him, whether you like him or you don't, the way he is in this industry now, he's connected with a lot of people. He doesn't have the time to sit there and talk about your feelings, talk about what you got going on and all that. He is working.
He's one of them niggas.
He's moving,
hey, yo,
and he's working.
If you could do it right now, let's get it. And if you
it's
can't,
him, And
you're
it's
going to call somebody else.
And it's him and it's everybody else who is working.
It's nothing personal.
In the industry. They don't have time.
Who just wants it more?
For small talk.
Because if we
So you
wasn't
gotta be
in
ready.
LA, guess who came the next day? Kylie Coded. She was in that bitch.
Somebody else would have.
So she would have been with Josh doing something.
So you
know what I'm saying?
You got to be ready.
Everybody put in like so much work and stuff that like when you get that chance, you like, oh,
And,
Bro, people just-
but you don't know my whole story. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
it
like,
doesn't
you ain't-
matter.
you
He
ain't
doesn't
got
owe
time.
you.
He
He
don't got time.
And he
for
doesn't
that.
owe you
First of all-
anything. If
first of all-
I work my ass off to get to a certain level and a certain status for doors to open for me, I don't have to open them for
Bro,
you.
what makes you special if you never leave? We was special because he seen us in Pittsburgh like everybody else, and we was in LA. Oh shit, that's different. These are some Pittsburgh niggas, and they're in LA, so they at least took that effort.
And-
it shows that we took that
And
effort.
why am
A
I
lot of
gonna?
people- a lot
So
of
let
people
me
wanna
fuck
jump-
with him.
A lot of people want to jump on people that are actually doing something too. Like just because he might be doing more than you, like he might see you doing something. Like, oh, okay, come with me. You know
Listen,
what I'm
bro,
saying?
that's
why-
how we
Not
is.
everybody's gonna come back and say, okay, you're not doing, you're still doing the same thing. Come with me, I'm gonna take you
Bro,
with me.
whenever
You
we
know
was
what
with
I'm
him,
saying?
bro,
It happened like
we
that,
literally
like-
chilled with this nigga we literally chilled with him for hours, dog. I'm talking about for hours. He was, I'm not gonna call him regular, but he was a regular person. Like we were just walking around
Because it wasn't about business.
Know what
at
I'm
that
saying?
time, it was just about. It just happened.
But it was
It happened to
business.
be
But
business.
it was
It happened to be
because
business.
we did what he wanted. Hey, yo, JT, hold the camera. We're gonna act like that we're the fake Kanye's entourage. We went in front of TMZ. We were running around saying that this is Kanye. We were trying to get people's reactions and all that. We went to UCLA. We did the game shit. In the midst of that, he's still working business.
Right.
He's probably talking to Crip Mac. Hey, yo, I'm with my boys out from Pittsburgh, man. They out here. They trying to do a song. Are you still doing that 555 deal?
Right.
Boom. The 5-5 deal came. He was doing this 55 deal shit. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Now while we're doing all of this shit, boom. Now we're with Crip Mac. So it wasn't just like, okay, like we're with Josh. We did all this for him and he just bounced. No, he was like, yo.
He's
You know what I'm saying?
He networked to connect us with. Do you want to do this? Here are the things that I can do for you while I'm in LA. Do you want to do this, and this? All right, cool. Let me know.
And Crip
You know what
Mac
I mean?
called
Y'all
us.
moved
Not
with him.
Josh.
Yeah, Crip Mac called us
With the Drewski shit, Crip Mac
So we
called
went in the
us.
studio, and then the next day he hit us up like, "Yo, I'm going to do this Drewski today. Do you want to go?"
Yeah.
So
yeah,
then
Crip.
now we're connected
Now he's
like
talking
that.
to Crip.
So
So
and
now
his
we're
manager,
talking, you know what I'm saying?
so then
And
it's
just
like,
go
all right, meet
live.
us at this time.
Bro, Josh
wherever.
wanted us to go to
Come
Miami
do
with
the- Yeah. So
He was like, bro.
so
come
what
to
I'm
Miami.
so what I'm saying is
Y'all could have
Yeah,
kept
we
moving.
just kept it going.
so what I'm saying is like I'm not saying he is or he ain't anything. What I'm saying is people that have motion and have options to do stuff, they don't have time to stop what they're doing to let the next man catch up. And it's like when you have the opportunity to talk to him, bring something to the table. Because why would I work with you if we're not enhancing each other? Enhance me. If I can enhance you, why do I want to do that? It doesn't do anything for me, right? But if we can enhance each other, so like he hit me like, yo, you got a camera? I got my camera on me right now. Bet. Can you meet me here?
You're doing
Bet. Can you meet me
something for
here?
him, he's doing something for you. Y'all
Because
playing
at
It was
because
networking,
because
bro.
at that,
It was beautiful.
At that time, we didn't have a lot of connections. We were out there to meet with Show Off Gang.
That's
but,
it.
But we hadn't. I didn't have anything established with Show Off Gang yet, except we're gonna meet out here and go to the studio. We hadn't fully connected yet, like we are now.
Now he's connected with
Yeah,
Joel Ortiz,
Crip
Mac's manager.
Victor Ortiz.
I can call Crip Mac manager early.
the dudes from the Castanet shit, like.
The Castanet shit, I still talk to them on Instagram to this day.
And then because we went there, we enhanced our relationship with Show Off Gang. So now, like Show Off Gang, Empire, all that shit, like we're in there. And
Hey,
you know, I'm a big player now
tomorrow
in Show
night,
Off.
You and your wife, come out. Josh invites me to this Cage Rage every fucking Saturday at fucking Spearmint. The strippers be boxing and shit. JT took me out that bitch one night and nigga, I'm addicted. You know what I'm saying? I done been there 3 times. So he only been there once. But nigga, every time, and it's free because Josh puts me on the VIP list, and whoever I'm with gets in free, and then we go straight to his VIP. You know what I'm saying? That's what niggas don't know. We go straight, nigga. We went
I'll
straight to
cut
his
that.
VIP.
I'll cut that
what was all
part.
going on. I
I'll
think-
cut that part because you don't got to give them all the sauce.
My bad. Yeah.
give him all the sauce.
Going
Oh, you
but,
ain't live. Y'all just chop it.
no,
up.
no, we
Yeah,
chopping it
yeah,
up. But nigga, we go straight to his VIP, nigga.
That's the only thing I got to watch with him.
We fucking walk in.
When he's being himself,
you can't do it live.
No, you can.
I was trying to
I'll just
hold
kick
back,
him.
but
I'll just
now
kick him.
that I know that I can just talk and you can edit it, now I can just talk. All right, cool. So like nigga, we in this VIP, nigga, chilling.
Right.
We walk straight in that bitch. That's what niggas don't know.
I seen like
That's what
I be randomly on Facebook. So
Did you
I
see
seen
the shit
somebody-
that they was
I seen
posting?
somebody,
I
say
do.
something like, "Oh, y'all giving all these people y'all's money to come to do these."
They was
shows,
trying
and
to talk about
I ain't
Josh,
getting nothing
but it's
out of
like,
it.
bro,
I didn't know who they was.
No, I
talking about.
watched.
about
I
yourself.
watched the whole live that he did a live. I actually watched his live
Who,
today.
Jess?
Nah, the dude that was talking about him before. I watched his whole live, and he said 1,000 times in there he fucks with Josh, but he was just mad about he was just mad that he blocked him because somebody else was complaining about it. He never complained about it like on the spot. Somebody else was complaining about it, and I think his girl went and like posted something like defending Josh, and Josh just blocked everybody who was on the post.
What these?
So, but what they need to understand is,
Yes.
and what these people need to understand is like he's not gonna stop and ask questions
And
because
plus Pittsburgh, like, yes, he doesn't. I want to.
we ain't from Pittsburgh either, but we claim Pittsburgh.
What I want to say
You know what I'm
is
saying?
Pittsburgh needs to realize if Josh leaves, who the
Nobody
fuck
else
is
is
going to
putting
do
on
it?
shows, and no one shows up to your shows. The only reason people show up
Josh
to
is
Josh,
the only person that brings people.
The only- the only reason
He's
people
the
sh-
only nigga that does it. He's the only nigga that brings people here.
the only reason they show up to his shows, not the only reason, but the reason why they show up to his shows versus everybody else's is because he actually does other stuff.
Yeah.
in the
so
industry.
if Josh stops coming to
If
Pittsburgh,
I throw a show
it's like,
right now, no one's showing up because they don't know.
Yeah.
They don't. I'm not out there in the public what I'm
not
doing.
like
No one
a
knows
full
what I do.
Pittsburgh show. Our
No
TM,
one knows
they
what I'm
still
doing.
got their thing. Trap boy out of Cleveland with the 216. He still got his thing, but like niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to talk shit and this nigga stop coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, $20, $40 is the equivalent of paying $5 for a pickup game, bro.
One thing he said,
You know what I'm saying?
one
For a
thing he
pickup
said in his
basketball game.
live,
You're paying $20 to perform.
One thing he said in his live that stuck to me about the $20 thing though. $20 ain't shit. But if it's your last, it's everything. If that's all you got,
I mean,
today,
No,
if that's all
no,
you got. That's
honestly,
everything.
that's
No,
honestly just
no.
like I mean, just like kind of like selling, but motherfucker with $20 is going to be like
No.
he going to be way more picky than the
Listen,
motherfucker that
no,
got bands,
no,
bro.
I'm gonna tell you why that is bullshit. Because if that's your last, then you should be there early, on time, with your name on the list,
That's what he
ready
said.
to perform.
That's what he
If
said.
that's your last, because the fucking complaints was people was coming in late, they was getting skipped, people wait
Yeah.
for hours. Well, if that's your last, you should. If it starts at 8,
Stop hitting the table because that shows up in the mic.
if it starts at 8, be there at 7:15.
Well, that's what he
Be there
said.
at 7:30.
That's what he said. He learned a
Get
lesson.
your name on the list, and you can choose. I want to go 5th.
Mm-hmm.
When you're early, you can choose. See, I've done these showcases.
Mm-hmm.
When you're early, and if it's your last
he should just
dub,
he should just put that like on his shit.
Yeah,
you know
bro,
what
I don't
I'm
wanna
saying?
hear
He
that.
Come
Said that.
early, pick your slot.
I don't want to.
Well,
I don't want to hear that shit.
It's not up to the promoter to tell you that.
Yeah,
It's
nigga,
not.
how bad do
It's
you
not.
want it?
Well, and then here's
If
the
it's
other
your last
thing.
dub.
I heard there was 70 people
wanna hear that
performing
shit.
that night. There's no way to organize that.
70 people.
There's no way to keep that organized.
But
We
I
done
don't.
been to shows where we waited 3-4 hours to
But
perform.
Josh doesn't think everybody's gonna come.
You got to overbook. It's like a flight.
There's
like a flight. You gotta
There's
overbook.
70 people that may send
That's
him.
a
I'm
lot
coming,
of people,
but probably
bro.
only.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a lot.
It was an
Well-
artist showcase. That's what it's for.
That's
Well,
I mean, I could feel like okay, now that y'all explain it to me more, like I could feel like
Oh yeah, bro.
might
People were
feel like
pissed. There was
they're
a whole.
being hustled. You know what I'm saying? Because you got 70 people.
It is a hustle.
It is a hustle.
No, it is a hustle.
Yeah, it's the money. You're gonna make money off of that.
And it's all
$20,
about
70
artists. It's
people
artists
do the
performing
math,
for
you
other
know what
Let
I'm
me get
artists.
this
saying?
straight, guys. Josh was working
And when
that night.
I get the
that's a
opportunity to
hustle.
throw a showcase like that, I'm gonna do it too.
But,
Yeah.
but also you got to look at it as a respect factor too, because the fact that you could even book 70.
But there's
people
70
to come-
artists that you could
you know what I'm
network
saying?
with.
Like, yeah, I mean it's just That's a lot of people, though. You know what I'm saying?
I
mean, it
mean,
is
for
what it
the
is.
people that was
I don't really- I don't
performing,
really-
Well,
see
you
how-
don't pay
I don't
until you
really
get
see how
there.
you-
You don't pay and put your name on a list till you get there.
But I just don't see how you would organize.
it
that.
is not Josh's
don't.
fault that
You don't.
that 50 of the 70 artists been doing this shit for 10 years.
It's the same people. They know.
Yeah, it's not Josh's fault that y'all don't realize yet that these shows go like this.
Yeah.
Wiz and Deej
I mean, we done
realized
been at
early.
shows- we done
They
been at
seen
shows
that
where
shit.
there was like 50 people, 60
And
people
fucking,
performing,
and you know what Deej and Wiz
We shot
did?
it. We made a fucking music
started
video
doing
about a
their
song
own-
he did, standing in the
They
fucking
started
crowd
doing their
for
own
3
fucking
hours.
showcases.
I was standing in the
What'd you
crowd
say?
with the goons trying to get my song heard.
I was standing all
Three
night
hours.
with the goons
I was
trying to get my
standing
song heard.
I
I said Deej and Wiz, peep. See, this is the difference between like smart,
With the goons.
smart people and like settlers. Like, okay, so you know what I'm saying? Deej and Wiz was in a rap game. You know what I'm saying? We doing shows. We waiting 3 hours. You know what them niggas did? They opened everything on us. You know what? We're gonna do our own shows.
Listen.
Instead of keep
Listen.
going to the
Have all
same.
people headline after
If
all
Jay Z
this
said
same
if
shit,
Jay Z
man.
said I'm gonna have a showcase with 100 artists and it's $20 a song,
There's gonna be 400 artists there.
They gonna
Okay, let's just keep it real.
400 people
There's gonna be
showing
400
up.
artists there. So I don't.
So it don't fucking matter.
What they need to realize is, bro,
And it's gonna be the same situation.
Say
Just
no.
Jay Z headlining it or anybody else, it's gonna be the same situation.
or him that's in the crowd.
Take advantage of your
Or him
opportunity,
sending
you know what
a
I'm saying?
fucking worker,
Yeah,
Right.
Jay-Z's
somebody that
Third,
knows Jay
fourth
Z,
guy, you know what
that
I'm
ain't
saying?
never gonna tell Jay Z shit
coming out
That's
there.
just how it goes. That's
That's
the
just how it
industry.
goes.
The rap game is so fucked up because that's what the rap game is about. It's about everybody trying to do what they can to get close to somebody that might give them an opportunity, knowing damn well that you're not getting the opportunity. It's just not gonna happen.
It's who you
but,
know.
But if you don't and you miss out on that opportunity, what if?
You don't never know when the
It's-
opportunity's gonna
it's
be there,
what
you know
if.
what I'm saying? Like,
You're afraid of what if, and so everybody bites on that shit, and that's just how it goes. But you know what? Do the showcases because that's how you hone your craft and get better. Like do it, and use it as a tool.
That's how you
to
figure out
improve-
what
to improve.
song is fire.
Exactly.
Because even though they're artists, they're still humans. Don't think because they're artists, they're not like people. Like I'm gonna tell you right now, then you niggas ain't fucking special. Cause the first time I did fucking Birthday Boy, I got fans. You know what I'm saying? Like those artists became fans. You know what I'm saying? So if you're good, they're people. So those 50, sorry about that, those 50 artists in the stands, to me, are 50 potential fans. I don't look at it as,
you definitely was going to show the people like, what's up with Birthday Boy?
yeah, like
see.
I don't,
So, you
They
know
still
what I mean?
ask
Like,
about Birthday
I don't
Boy.
look at it
You ain't
as
gonna perform that Birthday
fucking,
Boy?
oh, I'm performing with a whole bunch of artists. Because I feel like I'm better than every artist out there. So I look at
It's
it
your
as,
show,
I'm
no
about to
matter what.
I'm about to do a show. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it.
I feel like Pittsburgh artists feel like, you know, it's just like they stuck in this thing. But if you go, we did the tour thing. We was in Atlanta, like it's the same thing. They're doing showcases.
They're doing
It's every
showcases
city.
everywhere,
It's
bro.
every
Same
city.
thing, bro. So
They're doing, and
everybody's trying to get their shot.
even
bro. Like,
in Atlanta, if you doing a showcase for 7 years and not doing nothing else and you're hoping one day a fucking producer or an A&R is gonna show up at this showcase, even in Atlanta that happens. You know what I'm saying?
Happens
bro,
everywhere.
We went to LA, bro. We went to this past the Ox in Hollywood, bro.
We will be passing the Ox in Washington.
This
PA.
shit was in Hollywood. Was no famous producer there. It was a whole bunch of
you in
motherfuckers
Hollywood, so you was
listening to their own.
Washington, PA. It
was just like here, bro.
2025,
Everywhere, man.
summer or fall of 2025.
So let me tell you what
we
Pass
will
the
be
Ox
doing
is.
a Pass the Ox.
So, PA, Past the
play
Ox,
your song.
when we was in LA, it was Past the Ox. So we fucking went to this event, and it was probably like
at a studio.
it was like 3 different.
See, the LA studios are
Studios.
set up
They're a
different.
little different. So you walk into the room and it's a studio A, studio B, studio C type shit. And in each studio room, it was like probably like 10 people in the room, and you would put your song on the aux, and people would listen to it, and they would, you know, give their
Critique
feedback.
it.
You know what I'm saying? And then there was a main room. It was like like a main, I guess, like a main room, whatever, and they were playing the songs there. Nobody was performing. It was just
No, they had performers in the main room.
okay. So like in the main room, it was a showcase, but
there was an actual like open performance area.
Yeah, you could just it was like a hip hop
grab the mic.
karaoke type.
Yeah.
Shit. You just grab the mic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But in the rooms, it was like 3 different rooms. It was like 10 people, and they were all lined up, and they were all, and it looked cool as fuck.
Yeah, it's fire.
So basically, whenever the ball out, what are we gonna call that? Because it's more than a fucking studio.
Yeah, well, it's Ball Out.
studio
It's
house?
ba- it's
I don't know what it is.
it's Ball Out
wait
Studios.
for this
It's Ball
to-
Out Studios,
Right.
but it's gonna be sessions, recording studio.
But if I was to say like, where would you just
Out.
call it Ball Out Studios?
Ball Out headquarters, baby.
Ball Out headquarters, something like that. Okay, Ball Out Studios, right?
Yeah.
So when Ball Out Studios come, we will be doing Past the Aux. It is where artists can come and they can bring their best music. And you know what I'm gonna say, JT? I'm gonna put the pressure on niggas. Okay, this is coming from Twan Green. If you come and if you put your shit on the aux and if it don't sound right, you can't do it. It's got to have a certain quality for us to keep listening to it, because that's going to push you to take it to a better engineer or engineer your shit better if you're engineering yourself. I'm not going to listen.
Well, hold on, whoa.
Yeah.
There's
it's too bad.
There's gonna be different types of Past the Aux, because you gotta give people opportunities who are just starting to be in a room with people who have experience to understand what it takes to do something different. I'm not gonna give you all the game, but I'm gonna let you know you're gonna hear it. Like, it's just like when you go. So when I played basketball in high school, I wanted to go to the next level, right? 5'6", graduated high school, fast, jump out the gym, whatever. But I'm 5'6". I went to a visit for a school. Actually, my brother's friend took me. He lives in LA. He took me on a visit to a school he went to. Now this dude's like 6, whatever. He graduated like 7 years before me. Took me to the visit. On the visit, we scrimmaged with the current team, and I was like, damn, like this is a different level. It was college players, is a different level. I don't know if I can do this. Like I was in my own head, because it would just be like starting over as a freshman again with playing against seniors. Like, that shit's scary, and that's what. But I understood, like, that's the level I have to get to if I want to play in college. That's the level I got to get to. So you got to do that with artists too. That was a long story. I'm sorry to say this.
I mean,
you got to
but
give.
Like,
You got to
I'm
give
not
the young
saying
people.
That's like the make it or break it. Like, okay,
You got to give the
I
up and
realize
comers.
I'm in here now. This maybe this ain't what I want to do. Or you saying like,
I'm
this
not
is what
here
I
yet,
wanna
but
do,
this is
I
what
need
it
to
takes.
get here, you know what
So
I'm saying?
that's why I'm cutting it off.
No,
Because
but we're gonna have showcases for that. Past the Aux showcases for that. Anybody is free to come in. You're gonna see, like, all right, this is the caliber of artists that's in here. This is what it takes to get to that level. I'm not there yet, but maybe I know now
I see
what it takes.
What
I'll
I'm
come back
Yeah.
better next time.
What I'm
Yeah,
saying
I'm not
is,
fucking Apollo and people and pulling them off with the hook.
Yes.
Like, it's
That's
Past the
what-
Aux.
yeah, because listen,
If the Past the
what
Aux
I'm
is-
saying is,
sometimes they need it.
instead
though.
of playing the whole
Sometimes they
song
need it.
and
They
then
need
at
it,
the
man.
end saying, bro, you need to fix your shit. Like, instead of playing the whole song, I'm gonna cut it off and be like, you can't even play your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it isn't ready yet. Not in a mean way, but hey, no,
Nah, that's mean.
it ain't ready yet.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know how you can.
it's supposed
Not-
to
not-
be mean, but not this. Not like.
We can do different shit
If
for
you hit
that.
the button,
A
if you
Past
hit
the
the stop button on somebody.
A Past the Aux ain't for that.
Like,
A Past the Aux ain't for that. That's something else.
Okay.
A Past the Aux ain't for that.
Because I feel like
Past the
That's
Aux
a whole
is
different show you
come in
talking
and
about.
play your song.
See,
Yeah.
but me-
a music
See,
review.
I'm different, because if someone did that to me, I would take it as, okay, I gotta get better. That's why. That's
not what a
that's how
Past the
I
Aux
think.
is for. If
That's
you
how I
want,
think.
if you want a music review, then all right, here we are.
Like, that's how I think.
Nah, that ain't it.
and you
That ain't
want
it.
somebody to hear your song regardless. Like, you came there probably listening to it in the car, like, oh man, when they hear this part, you know what I'm saying?
But if you sign up for
you
the
gotta
I'm
let
like
them.
Simon.
But if you sign up for the music review and that ain't it, that ain't it.
Yeah,
when
I'm
you
going-
come to the radio station,
One of the realest things that ever happened to like me and Deech, I think, is when we went to Miami for Amanda's birthday. You know, we was going crazy down there, so we went to the King of the Dot. You know what I'm saying? Like, and was going crazy. And I went over to the DJ, like, yo, bro, you know what I'm saying? Can you play this? You know what I'm saying? Play our song. We had I forget what song it was, man. It was like
She nasty.
yeah, she nasty. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? He like, yeah, where y'all from? He hype about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he see we was over there throwing money going crazy, so he hype about it too. He put it on. As I'm walking back, I'm like, damn, bro, you can't even hear the song, bro. That's how, you know what I'm saying? That's the whatever production level that we was on, bro. It was just like he couldn't even get it to turn up to get it. You know what I'm saying? The strippers trying to dance too. You can't hear that shit. Stop faking it. Like, I'm like, damn. Okay, I see.
But you learn. But you learn.
But that's
time,
what
I'm
people
thinking like,
need.
oh
Yeah.
man, our
We
shit
got
got
a banger.
Past the aux like that. What like we went to in LA is not for that. There's some different shit for that, and we gonna have that. We gonna have that too.
That's funny
We gonna
because
have
Dish
that
never
too.
told me that side. He just so yo,
we
bro,
gonna have that too.
They was dancing to our shit.
But we was all lit though.
He
Everybody.
ain't,
thinking
he ain't
that
supposed to tell you that
fucking
part.
loud as
He
fuck.
ain't supposed to tell you that part.
You could not
You wasn't
hear that
there,
shit,
so you
bro.
can't
I'm
fact
like,
check it. So you can't fact check.
You know what I'm saying?
I just thought that our shit was banging in the club.
Hey, but we gonna have a past the aux, and it's family friendly. But we also gonna have
what do you mean family friendly?
we ain't gonna cut them off. But we also gonna have is your shit hot? And if it ain't hot,
Cutting it. You
like,
get like
hey,
10
what
seconds.
OT Genesis say?
20 seconds.
What OT Genesis say?
Your shit ain't hard enough. I need to cut it.
Cut it.
Cut
Cut
it.
it.
Cut it. But can we take a break and
Yeah, we gonna play that. I'm
get into
standing
some topics?
outside.
yeah, play that. We're gonna play
We
that.
had a special guest and got excited. We done went for an hour without
we
even
ain't
talking about
talked
topics.
about. We were supposed to talk about this
I
shit.
forgot you even had topics.
Yeah.
Right. But this was probably gonna be our best show because we just kind of just got lost into it. You know what I'm saying? So this is what it is. We finna play "Standing" by Twan Green on YouTube Beats 2, the intro. Let's go. Yeah, man. Ball out. Yeah.
Hey, we appreciate you.
Standing all night with the dude trying to get my song heard.
YouTube beats too.
I'm standing all night.
Number one.
I'm standing all night.
Yo, Dice, let me tell them real quick.
You tryna believe just like you, but it's really hard for.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start it off, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Twan Green. That beat rough. Yeah. I'm in the studio late night tonight. I work tomorrow.
She tryna believe just like you, but it's really hard for. That show in Columbus actually for an encore. All your soulmates you worship like you wrote them all for. It's your dream and your purpose you go really hard for. All these beats you be murky and your homies vouch for it. Sell a little shit just to smoke the pack for. Son getting older, ask you what you rap for. Told her boy, guess I love it, whatever you want, spaz for. All these bumps on the way, but she got my bag for it. Probably getting paid, other than the rat homie. Told her I'm gonna be home late, these brought out the tracks for me. Turning out these shirts, man, I hold they words. I was standing all night with the dudes, trying to get my song heard. I was standing all night. I was standing all night with the goons, trying to get my song heard. I was standing all night. I was standing all night with the goons, trying to get my song heard. I was standing all night. I was standing all night with the goons, trying to get my song heard. Trying to get my song heard. Standing all night with them.
Yeah, you out here, you know what I'm saying? Standing all night, you know, with your niggas and shit. Paying that shit, trying to get your shit heard, you know? Yeah. Motherfucker. Bump your shit, flip your shit. Tune into my shit, Twan Green. YouTube Beats 1, all me. Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, Tidal, all that shit. Check me out. And what you say right on all platforms. Look at your shit on. YouTube Beats 2, Twan Green, number 1. Hey, that shit's gonna be hard.
I was standing all night with the goons trying to get my song heard. I was standing all night with the goons trying to get my song heard.
I was standing all night with the goons trying to get my sound heard. I was standing all night. Ball out!
We back.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Shit's on fire right now in the NBA, ain't it?
It is.
Shots are being fired. Buh, buh, buh.
But that standing song we just played,
Crazy.
he made that song after he stood in the crowd waiting to perform at a showcase for like 3+ hours.
I did.
And that was the first time I came out with the camera. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, I remember.
Because that was part of your like birthday
boy
weekend.
yeah.
And Deech was like, come out, you know what I mean, hold the camera. And I'm like, all right,
But
bet.
that was kind of your first time doing that. We had been doing that. That was just kind of your first experience. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But
we had
That
been
one-
standing in
was that in the
shows.
city?
Yeah,
that was in the
that
city.
was the Tri-Boy Mannequin show.
Yep. So I was out
We
there.
was at,
I'm out there with the camera
DJ Goodnight.
for like 3-4 hours waiting.
Kenny and them didn't even stay.
Waiting.
Yeah. Everybody
Waiting.
was there though, but it was a long
Yeah.
night.
So stand-in video out now. YouTube Beats 2 out now.
That was kind of like JT's introduction to like the Pittsburgh hip hop scene. Because I didn't know about it either until I was with Deech and Wiz. They introduced me to the Pittsburgh hip hop. I'm like, oh shit, so this is like, okay, all right, bet. So I had already kind of got
And that was right
conditioned.
before COVID hit.
Man.
Or no, that was
that
during
was after.
COVID.
That was
Yeah.
after. Because I remember when me and Dice, we had went up, and Deech, I don't think Wiz went up to Detroit with us.
Yeah, I remember. Iron went.
Yeah, yep. Iron went. We had to wait there too. So you know, so I kind of got into knowing that I was getting into my shit.
So yeah, man. The promoters make money. They're gonna make money off you. So just know that, and use it to your advantage.
Bro, come there to practice your craft, bro.
Every situation is an opportunity for something.
Artists, ain't nobody there that's gonna get you millions. Okay. Come there to practice your craft and keep working.
Don't say
and
that.
The more people you meet,
if you come to our show, somebody's there that's gonna make you millions.
Like that.
well, you know what? You're right because you never know who's there. So just come to the showcases and do what you're supposed to do. Show up on time because you never know who's there. Because you're right. There's somebody that can push you in the right direction.
Be professional,
to
but be
somebody that's
yourself.
there. So yeah, I said that wrong. So yeah, but the showcases, you need the showcases. Artists, you need the showcases. That's basically what it boils down to. I'm an artist. You need the showcases.
But just understand what you're getting yourself into. Understand
I
what
got
they
signed
are.
from showcases.
Understand what they are.
Right. Well, you got to come out to experience it to know what it is.
You got to, bro. You got to.
and you gotta
life is
fucking-
about experience.
gotta put your work in.
And you gotta perform like if your shit's trash, your shit's trash. Like if you're not a good artist or you're not,
You're gonna find out
or
at a
you're not, or
showcase.
you're not ready yet. You can't expect to be treated like a god. It's just not gonna happen.
You're gonna find out real quick.
But all right,
Motherfucker just gonna start walking away from the from the front.
you wanted to talk about topics. My bad.
Right, we gotta stay on
fucked it up.
topic, man. So we all business in 2025. So a lot of heat. I know y'all have seen LeBron about 2-3 weeks ago came at Stephen A. Smith. You know what I'm saying, on the sideline after the Laker game. You know what I'm saying, and LeBron had some words. Told him to keep his son out of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't be talking about his son. I don't want to get into
Is that what he said?
I mean, that's what Stephen A. Smith said. He said, keep my son out of this shit, type shit. You know what I'm saying? And but I
That's what the victim said, or is that what
that's what LeBron
perpetrator
said
said.
to Stephen A. Smith.
That's what the victim said was said, or
What
is
you
that
mean
what
the
the
victim?
perpetrator?
Is that what
Stephen A. is the victim, or is that what LeBron said he said?
No, Stephen A. said it. Yeah, the victim.
So
said
we don't
it.
know what LeBron said because we're saying
Yeah, we don't know what
Stephen
LeBron
A. Stephen
actually
A.
said.
said
Stephen
that's
A.
what was said.
Yeah, Stephen A. is saying like keep my son. out of this
LeBron
shit.
didn't confirm or deny that,
I don't think he has.
and we don't know what Stephen A. said.
Stephen A. went on and
Did Stephen A. say what he
just was
said?
on the
First-
He went in.
yeah. So
I didn't see the whole thing.
And, he,
I
and,
didn't
he,
see the
and
whole thing.
LeBron
Yeah,
didn't
that-
say what he said.
Yeah, I don't think he specifically said it.
LeBron was on
Did
the Pat
Stephen-
McAfee show.
Did
and
Stephen A. say what Stephen A. said?
Stephen A. said what LeBron said.
But he didn't say what Stephen A. said.
I mean, I believe Stephen A. Smith. Why would he lie?
Stephen A. Smith is a trustworthy reporter. But what did Stephen A. Smith say
What do you mean?
during the interaction?
He's Oh, I don't think he said that. He just said, okay, basically it was on ESPN. He was responding to the Pat McAfee
What I'm
shit.
saying is, when the
said,
LeBron and Stephen A. Smith,
LeBron said something to him.
when LeBron and Stephen A. Smith had their interaction.
I don't think Stephen A. Smith said much. I think he was just like, okay.
Yeah.
I don't think
I
he
kind of caught a little bit of it.
I don't think they were
like,
going back
so
and
caught
forth.
Off guard that like,
He didn't say anything.
LeBron could have called me. He could have did anything. If
Yeah,
he wanted
like,
to address something.
it was so caught off guard. It was in the middle of a game in front of thousands of people. Like,
So Stephen A. didn't say anything during
LeBron
the moment.
did that shit, in my opinion, strategically to make it a story. Like,
LeBron is
he could have called that nigga.
LeBron is one of the most calculated people in the
like,
world.
he did that shit.
That's
for
why
a
he's
reason.
a billionaire.
You know why he's doing that shit?
LeBron is
because
a
his team, all these semantics, his team isn't making the fucking. They're not going past the first round. That's why he did that shit. Because he knows that his team isn't good enough. So let me come up with all these crazy shit. I said it.
At the
I
time-
wasn't even going
one,
there.
bro.
I was doing other topic, but I'm doing that one. That's why he did it. Because he knows that his team isn't good enough. So let me come up with all these fucking dumb distractions from me not winning another
Don't they
finals.
grab popcorn at this moment in Gilbert's arena?
Right.
Don't they grab popcorn right now?
Right.
It's like,
Right.
that's Rashad McCants, everybody.
Mace be doing
Rashad McCants, everybody. Applause. Clap it up. Rashad McCants, everybody.
Proud. Very proud. Very proud. LeBron, I wouldn't say hater, I would say realist.
Yeah, but, all right. So he's a LeBron hater.
I would
but
say LeBron.
Let me
hater.
preface it with
realist.
this: when
Lamar Jackson
when
realist.
Rashad McCants, when Rashad, hey, I'll give you that. Lamar Jackson realist. But when Rashad McCants over here, when Rashad McCants over here. And he's wearing a Twan Green mask today. When Rashad McCants saw LeBron James 15 feet from his face, he was like this.
That's different because they played together, so he has real reasons.
Yeah.
That's different.
Starstruck. Twan Green even said it in the song.
I'll admit it. Oh yeah, it
He
did.
took me to see LeBron for the first time.
I'm not saying he is an idol. He's an icon.
Yeah,
He's just number two.
He's clickbait. He's clickbait
Listen,
material.
bruh. Whenever
He can be number two.
I was like,
He can be number two.
I ain't gonna cap. Mouth dropped. I was like, oh,
he can
shit.
be number two.
We were close.
He could be number two. He doesn't look human. He's
Yeah,
a large individual.
He was like from me to like that fucking speaker.
and you're like, damn.
I was like, oh shit.
Damn, he looks like
That's
a machine.
LeBron
He looked
James.
like a machine.
That's Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah. So he can be number two in everybody's eyes. He can be number three in everybody's eyes. That's fine. But the fact that everybody just looks for everything that happens to say, oh, that's why he'll never, and see, that's why he can't. That's what I get mad
It's already
about.
over. He
That's
has
what
6
I'm mad
final
about.
losses. That's what LeBron fans don't get. It's already over. He's
that's what I'm
under
saying.
500 in the finals. It's done.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
listen,
It could be okay to
JT,
be second or third.
I had a
But
stat.
if LeBron
It's okay
might
to be second or
play till
third.
he's 45, so
It's
he might
okay.
have another 2
It's okay to be
championships. You don't know
second or
what's gonna
third.
happen.
If he
So
gets
the
6, that's
championships
cool.
get there,
That's cool.
everybody's gonna say, "Oh, he played till he was."
It's
40.
okay
You know what I'm saying?
if
But
he has,
got it.
if he sits for 6, that's different.
in a different
That's
era.
pretty cool.
in a
That's
different
pretty cool.
era.
12 finals.
In a different era.
That's different. You know what I'm
Where-
saying?
in a different era. But it's okay to be second or third for LeBron. It's okay to not be the greatest ever.
Not to LeBron fans.
Not to LeBron either.
I'm a LeBron fan. It's
Well,
okay.
You're not a true LeBron fan because they wanted to be number one.
It's okay if you don't think he's
LeBron wants to
the
be number
best.
one, and his fans want to be number one.
And if he's not trying to be number one,
they'll
then
fight you
then,
to the death.
But so
No, I'm a LeBron
so,
to the death
So
person,
listen,
you know what I'm saying?
So you
LeBron,
wanna be number
LeBron,
one, right?
listen, LeBron haters
Yeah,
get.
he's number
So
one
hold
to me,
on,
yeah.
what you just said right there. LeBron wants to be number one. LeBron haters hate that he wants to be the GOAT, but they also would hate it if he wasn't trying to be the GOAT.
No, it's not that.
Right?
It isn't that. Listen, this is what it is. I'm telling you right now.
It don't matter if he's first, second, or third.
Listen, this is what it is.
What matters
This is what it
is.
Remember when the Chiefs played the Eagles in the Super Bowl and there was a fucking blowout?
Murder.
Michael Jordan is the Eagles and LeBron is the Chiefs. There's such a huge gap between first and second because it's like you said earlier, Jordan did everything 7 years before LeBron did.
Yeah.
Jordan has more this.
Listen,
Jordan has more of that.
I told you when I was
Jordan
talking
has
to you
more
earlier.
this. It's such a huge gap.
LeBron.
That's what it is, bro.
I'm LeBron to
It's
the end,
a
and there's
team,
a
not
lot of
even
stats that we
close.
can look at
It's
to
a
say
team
LeBron's
sport.
the best. But
It's a team
you know what I'm saying?
sport.
Stephen A. just being mad about that situation, he came correct. Today was that today? He did this.
No,
No,
but
he
you
did
can't.
yesterday.
You can't. You
He
can't
came
talk shit
correct
about
before-
LeBron by talking about what Jordan did.
No, but that's not. No,
That's
that's
not
not
your
what he
argument.
did.
That's not your
He literally
argument.
broke down
Did you
that,
watch
like,
it?
the actual fact, not numbers. You know what I'm saying?
You
Just
gotta
going
watch
off
it, bro.
of, you know what I'm saying?
I just watched it
Championship,
before you came in.
Okay, so
Going
you
off
watched
of
it.
final MVPs. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Going off of all NBA.
That's
teams.
why he's not his goat.
He's not. He's not. Above
But that has
Jordan in
nothing.
those situations.
But that has nothing to
Not
do.
one.
But that has nothing to do with.
Not in a real stat.
But that has nothing to do with LeBron versus Stephen A. Smith. If Stephen A. Smith has to use Michael Jordan to win his argument about LeBron,
Oh, yeah,
then
that's a difference.
JT, let's
You know
keep
what
it
I'm saying?
real. Every stat
because the argument had nothing to do with the argument.
Listen,
The argument had nothing to do with Jordan. So why does Stephen A. Smith have to use Jordan?
We did just go from Stephen A. versus LeBron to LeBron versus Jordan.
That's what Stephen A. did.
every
That's what
stat
Stephen A.
that
did.
LeBron leads
Stephen A.
leads
used
to no
15, 20
championships.
minutes.
Okay?
Stephen A. used 15,
LeBron
20
leads
minutes.
in a sense, no championships. LeBron leads in points. That doesn't lead to champ. Everything that Jordan leads in, like most Finals MVPs, most MVPs, most this.
So Steph Curry
everything-
leading as the greatest 3-point shooter ever.
He has 4 rings.
So does LeBron. Why is the argument
Because
different?
he had 6 Finals losses. Bro, he went to the Bro, that's like if I went to a restaurant 10 times and I asked for the prime rib steak, medium rare, and they cooked it medium well 6 times, and I only got a medium rare 4. Is that a good restaurant? No. Right?
All right, so but that's
But if I went
hold on.
somewhere and they cooked it, but if I went somewhere and they cooked it 4 times or even 5, Kobe, they cooked it 5 times medium rare, and just 2 times it was a cook that wasn't supposed to be there that day. Somebody called off, and he cooked it medium
Hold
rare.
on,
be the
but
best.
hold on, Wiz. Hold on, Wiz.
Hold
on, Wiz.
But if he cooked
hold on,
it
Wiz.
6 times,
But hold on, Wiz. But hold on, Wiz.
And it was good. That's
But what
even
if?
good.
But what if you weren't good enough to ever even get a seat at the table?
Well, that ain't them.
What if you weren't good enough to?
LeBron ain't that.
Hold on. What if you weren't
He's
good enough?
at another table.
What if you weren't good enough?
No.
What if you weren't good enough to go to the restaurant more than 6 times?
No. He's
What if
already
you
at
weren't good
the
enough to
restaurant.
ever even get to the restaurant?
I hate
No,
when I
you're
do
not.
that.
Finals. You said finals. That's a different restaurant.
because he's
Playoff-
LeBron.
Playoffs
'Cause
is
he's
a restaurant.
LeBron James.
So hold
his
on.
shit
Stop.
was in the finals.
Stop.
It ain't no.
Stop.
He ain't Charles
Stop.
Barkley. He ain't T-Mac.
Stop.
He ain't Paul
Don't move the
Pierce. He
goalpost.
ain't AI.
Don't move
He's
the goalpost.
LeBron James.
Don't move the
he starts
goalpost.
Right there. He doesn't start
Trump
like everybody
supporter.
else.
Trump
You feel
supporter.
me?
I mean Jordan supporter. Don't move the
Why are we getting
goalpost.
politics?
Don't move the goalpost. You said prime rib at a fine restaurant. If you only get there 6 times, you weren't good enough to get to that restaurant.
There's only 4 restaurants: the Magic Johnson restaurant, the Kareem restaurant, the LeBron restaurant, and the Jordan restaurant. There ain't a whole bunch of other restaurants because I know
You
where
said
you're going.
Kobe. You said Kobe.
So there's 5. We're not talking about if you get LeBron James.
You
is
don't even make it to the
considered-
restaurant more
No.
than 6 times.
We're not doing that because
You said because championships don't matter.
Because he's trying to say, but he did it. He made it a championship. No, you start great from high school. So if anything less than 6 rings is not great because you came in here saying you're gonna be better than Jordan. You were in fucking number 23.
That's the goal.
You went to the fucking Heat and you said you're gonna get 5, 6, 7 rings.
That's the
You
goal.
don't get to be that. Oh, I'm Stephon Marbury or I'm AI or I'm Charles or I'm Patrick Ewing. No, you're LeBron James. You're in.
But he wasn't
You're
falling.
in the class
But he wasn't.
of Kareem.
But he wasn't falling short in the first round.
It's like Patrick
5
Mahomes.
times
They
in a
don't
row.
compare Patrick
He didn't
to
fall.
Josh Allen or
He
Lamar
didn't
Jackson.
fall short
They
in the
compare
first round
Patrick
5 times in a
Mahomes
row.
to fucking Joe Montana and Tom Brady and fucking.
So
Peyton
why is it
Manning.
okay to fall short in the first round 5 times in a row?
So you don't get compared to regular people,
we talking about?
JT.
How many times did Jordan lose in the first round?
Okay, cool. But
In the first round.
Hold on. Do you feel me though? He don't get compared to those people. He only gets compared to greatness.
He does.
No, he doesn't.
He does get on. He only gets compared to greatness. I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you.
I don't like how people be like, but he went to 10.
There was no comparison when Jordan started. Jordan didn't have anything to be compared to. They didn't compare him to anything else.
He said it. He said that.
But he failed. He failed. How many times did he fail and not get out of the first round, though?
What did I just tell you?
How many times did he not get out of the first round, though? That's failing.
Remember what I told you at the gym?
There's not winning and there's failing.
I said
he failed.
Jordan had to go through the gritty.
There's not winning and there's failing. There's not winning and there's failing. Like Giannis said it's not a failure.
Is like, here's what people do with LeBron. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, you got
the only standard is the championship.
But you
Jordan
failed
didn't
this
have that
and you
standard.
failed this and you didn't do this and you didn't do this. But we don't do that with Jordan, though. We don't do that with Jordan.
No, they don't.
Yes, we do.
They only say championships with Jordan.
No, we talk about what LeBron didn't do. We don't talk about what he does. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no. Let me tell y'all, this is why. Because Michael Jordan lost the whole 80s. He got beat up.
But that doesn't matter. That doesn't. But that's not a blemish on his record. But that's not a bad spot for him. See, he didn't even make it to the restaurant. Is what I'm saying. He didn't make it to the restaurant.
LeBron fans do. I can't get my point across.
He can't even give it a
Go ahead.
Damn.
He didn't make it to
He
the
didn't make it to the restaurant.
Can I finish? Okay.
Niggas in the alley eating scraps out the garbage. He was eating scraps out the garbage.
Let me get to my point.
Damn, that steak. That steak is.
The NBA
shit tastes good when you only get dumpster food.
The NBA was going through a downgrading period. Let me do my point.
Don't talk about the NBA. Talk about Jordan and LeBron.
I'm trying to.
Not the NBA.
I am trying to. The NBA.
See, what happened was, let me paint the picture. Let me paint the picture. Why do you got to paint the picture for me?
I'm trying to paint the picture.
Why?
Listen.
Why? You lost in the first round and got swept.
The NBA was going through a downpour in the
against
70s.
5'11" Isaiah Thomas.
Brought the NBA back.
5'11" Isaiah Thomas was whooping that nigga's ass. Nate Robinson was whooping his ass.
We're Hall of
Nate Robinson was whooping his ass.
You need the 80s to have the NBA. So those teams, those great teams, Jordan was supposed to lose to them to make him who he was, to propel the NBA to what it is today. Magic and Bird brought it back because the NBA was in a down spurt. They brought it back. Jordan made the most popular sport in the world, not America, in the world. Jordan had to get beat by great players to become great. The difference is when Jordan figured it out, he never lost again. There's only three pieces.
Hold on. You know what he did?
And Jordan has two of them.
You know what he did? You know what he did? He retired because it was too much. Twice.
He did 2 3-piece, bro. There's 3 of it in the NBA.
He retired to take a break. He retired to take a break.
There's 3 repeats.
He took a break.
Michael Jordan, 91 and 93.
Jordan plays 82 games in a season. Jordan plays 80 games in a season, but then he retired for a full season.
Why could LeBron go 4-0 and fucking Miami? He went 2-2. He went 500. He's trash.
What a brand new team.
Oh my God!
Can they gel?
With a brand new team, he made it to the finals.
Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce did it. Did they not?
I don't know how long were they together.
1 year. The first year they won a ring together. Yes, they did. In 2008.
Cool. And then what happened the next year? LeBron busted
they met
their
the
ass.
second greatest player of all time, Kobe Bryant, and they lost. That's what happened.
Damn, now we pushing LeBron down to 3. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Kobe beat him in the finals. That's what happened.
That's fine.
That's what happened.
But what did Jordan do?
LeBron didn't beat him.
He retired
LeBron lost to the Magic.
because he needed a break. He needed a break.
Does anybody remember when they were like
in Cleveland,
the old Sprite commercials?
In Cleveland or Miami?
Cleveland.
Yeah.
LeBron and Kobe, they're gonna play together in the finals. Kobe about to play the Celtics again. LeBron, all they gotta do is beat the fucking Orlando Magic with Jameer Nelson and Hedo Turkoglu.
Jameer Nelson, who went 40-1 in college.
Stop.
40-1.
So you're about to, so we're about to spend
and
time
Dwight
with
Howard
Jameer Nelson.
and Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard.
Is that what you're saying? We're about to talk about Jameer Nelson.
No, you said it. You brought him up.
You brought up stats.
What did they do at St. Joseph? 40-1.
Okay.
I'm sorry, 39-1.
Okay. Basically,
That's real. I know who he is. How do I know who he is that quick? How do I know who he is that quick? I didn't bring him up. You brought him up.
James did not
I know I'm not quick.
ring the bell. Kobe was waiting for LeBron.
Facts are a problem for Jordan haters. Or for LeBron haters. Facts are a problem.
The facts are LeBron James is 4-6 in.
What
in
did
the
Jordan?
finals.
What did
He's
Jordan
under 500.
do after he won his first 3? What did he do?
He went to
He
go
took
play
a break.
baseball because his father
took a
died
break.
and his dad always wanted him to play baseball. So he felt like I'm playing.
Why do I need all the? Why do you have to paint pictures to explain Jordan?
I mean, it's the truth.
I haven't tried to paint one picture yet. have
God,
I?
is that not the truth?
He got to
Jordan fans.
You got to
Did
paint
Jordan
the picture.
dad not die?
Look, you got to
and
paint
he
the
went
picture.
to go play baseball to fulfill his dad's dreams.
So when you paint the
It
picture,
came out of the goat's mouth. Bad.
and he never made it to the majors. He was a minor leaguer.
He's a basketball player because what did he do? He won 3 straight.
And took a break.
Has LeBron ever won 3 straight in his 22 years of playing with? Since that's your number one.
How many times has he went there though?
Listen,
When does second place become appropriate?
So listen. Second place.
To the championship.
Hear me out. I'm gonna agree with.
LeBron
I'm gonna
James
agree
there,
with
the
you.
second place is
I'm gonna
appropriate
agree
now.
with you. It matters if you make it to the top of the mountain, but it is not worse to lose in the finals than lose in the first round. That is not worse. It's not. It's not.
Jordan fans are not saying that.
Yes, they are.
Jordan, listen.
Because you just scrapped the beginning.
You are allowed to get your ass whooped. Average guys that win a finals is age 28.
Jordan with Scotty, Jordan without
that
Scotty.
young.
Jordan
So
with
it's-
Scotty, Jordan without Scotty.
It is cool. Nobody
Before and after
nobody
Scotty.
blame LeBron
What you're
for getting
saying, hold on, what
swept
you're
by the
saying
Spurs.
is
Before and after
it took
Scotty.
Jordan some time to become Jordan. Right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
But LeBron never became LeBron.
LeBron came
Was
into
LeBron
the
in
league.
high school, you said?
LeBron, dog. He came into LeBron with no team behind him and did what he did. He was always LeBron. He's never not been LeBron. You feel
So
what I'm
he's
saying?
always not been good enough.
Year 1, LeBron.
They made it to the finals in year 3. He was the
We
number 1
watched
pick, so that
LeBron
means
lose
he made
6
it. Listen,
finals.
hold on. He was the number 1 pick, so that means his team was trash. And 3 years later, they were in the finals.
You don't be the number 1 pick if your team was good. You know what I'm saying? You don't go to a good team.
Why don't
like
y'all get it? Bro.
Because we're not idiots.
No, listen. That is all.
You're not dumb either. That's why I'm surprised.
That's why I
I'm
don't see why
shocked.
you don't get it.
I'm shocked.
Listen. Everything,
As smart as you are, you're the dumbest smart nigga I know.
Everything that LeBron has done is great. It is. I'm not saying
I don't care
that.
about how great he is, and I don't even care if you think he's the best.
What I'm
saying is, don't
it
just
doesn't even level.
don't just
to
gloss
Michael
over.
Jordan's
Don't just
success.
gloss over the Jordan shit. Don't just gloss over Jordan's failures, and that's what everyone does, because not everyone remembers the failures because it wasn't on social media. You couldn't talk about it the next day to everybody in the world.
LeBron was on social media.
And LeBron is still active. And
He came in 03, that shit went out. Yeah.
and LeBron is still active. And LeBron is still active. So that's what I'm saying. Like Jordan didn't get the opportunity. Jordan didn't get the opportunity to get criticized the way he did.
If
And he
LeBron
had
retired
and
February,
Jordan
he
had
would
the
not.
best 6-year stretch in modern sports history. I will give him that. 6 years, the best ever.
No.
The best every sport. Every
in
sport.
1987,
Every
he averaged
sport.
37 points a game. He won the MVP and the defensive player of the year.
Because stats matter.
In 1984,
And we
he won the dunk contest.
what we saw, they were lying about steals and shit. They showed that.
That was one person, and that never proved to be right.
What do you mean? They showed the video.
It was one person.
Did you watch the video?
It was.
They showed
one
it.
Person.
They went back to a six.
I'm
They
not
went
getting
back
into
to a
that.
6
I'm not
game
getting into
stretch.
that. I'm not getting into that.
No, yeah, we are. They went back to a 6 game stretch where the recorded stats for Jordan were like.
So how many games
were like
over the
were like
season?
26, right? Some of the games
So
where
we're
he
talking
had
about
where he had
76 games.
some of the games where he had recorded steals, he had more recorded steals in the book than the other team had turnovers.
LeBron,
so they watched the videos back and they recalculated the steals and they realized that out of the, I don't have the numbers exact, but it was like 28 steals were on record, and when they watched the video back, there was only 15 steals. So they gave him 13, and that was the year he won Defensive Player of the Year. And there's a video that shows it, and you can, and they showed all the games. They tell you all the games so you can watch them back and watch it for yourself.
Me on with
Yeah.
something. I didn't know that. Bro.
Yeah.
That's different. Because I was even to the point when Stephen A. put up the point that Jordan had Defensive Player of the Year. LeBron did.
Did you hear what he just said? He said
bro.
6 games out of 82. That's 76.
There was 6 games that they did a sample size of.
Right.
When that, okay,
They said he had 28 steals. They had 28 steals and on record. And they had 28 steals on record. But when they watched the videos back, there was only 15.
When you think about
That's
Jordan,
almost
what's the first
half.
thing you think about, Wiz?
That's almost half.
When you think about Jordan, what's
The
the first
fact
thing
that
you
he
think
can
about?
only
Hold on,
guard
hold
a
on.
two guard,
I'm asking Wiz.
and then what
I'm
Gilbert
asking Wiz.
and when Gilbert Arenas just said was
Damn.
name the two guards.
He answered your question.
Name the greatest two guards.
Them
Name-
LeBron fans, boy. I
Name
swear.
name the greatest two
They don't
guards in
let you
history.
get no say.
None of them are in that era. They're
Listen.
all in this era.
Listen, what's the first thing you think about when you think about Michael Jordan? What's like in your
Sticking his tongue out.
What's like in your head, right? Take your tongue out, right?
And the logo.
and
Like as far as that goes, yeah.
and where did that come from? The dunk contest. That's what I'm saying. Michael Jordan's legacy.
LeBron haters
It's from the
only
dunk
talk about the dunk contest.
No,
LeBron did that shit in high school.
Listen,
Now LeBron got to win the dunk.
Michael. No,
That's what I'm
listen.
saying. Yeah, he didn't.
Michael
he
Jordan
didn't do
had
it.
the shot in North Carolina. Amazing.
But you even said it on the last
dunk
podcast. He
contest.
wasn't the star.
Amazing.
You said it.
LeBron went straight from high school to the NBA.
Bro, it's Jordan's story.
NBA players
Him
were showing up
getting
to his high
cut
school games.
from the high school team.
This nigga was
I
on
guess
Sports Illustrated
y'all
in
just
high
not-
school.
I guess they're just not into the
He was
story,
cut from
bro.
his high school
Jordan's
team. Why does that
story-
matter?
Cause it showed that he could have gave up.
And why does college matter? Because
'Cause
LeBron
he's a-
didn't play in college.
Because he's a freshman. and he
LeBron
won
didn't
a
go to
national-
college.
How many people had national championship?
As a rookie, he averaged
How many
more
people
than
got
Jordan
national
did as a
championship?
freshman in college. I guarantee
The
you.
Fab Four got national championship.
Fab Five. I guarantee
I don't count the Jimmy King.
LeBron averaged more in his first year in the NBA as an 18-year-old than Jordan averaged as a freshman in college. Guarantee
You gotta
you.
look that up. You gotta fact check
Guarantee
that.
you. And I don't even know. I never even looked it up.
That's a good. That might be. You know what I'm saying? That was my point from the gate. Like
As straight out of
LeBron
high
came
school.
into it.
Straight out. Who was his
in
coaches?
high school?
He had a high
To
school
the
coach.
NBA. He's LeBron.
That's where he learned the game from a high school coach.
Jordan came to the league 1984.
Jordan learned the game. Jordan learned the game from Dean Smith, one of the greatest college coaches of
one
of all time.
ever.
Jordan's rookie season averaged 28 points a game.
I said
6.5.
freshman in college.
You said rookie season, didn't he? He said rookie.
That is not what I
I
said.
thought he said college.
I said
But you're
I
comparing-
guarantee you
because
Jordan.
LeBron didn't go to
I said I
college, so you gotta
guarantee
take-
you
That's compared
You
to
gotta take
rookie.
at
LeBron.
18 at
Jordan
18.
averaged
and
almost 30 a
Jordan's
game
year in
his
college.
rookie year. You're seeing it.
How many wins? I said college.
Almost 7 assists a game.
I said college.
And he played all 82.
I said college.
Bruh.
And like
28.2 points a game his rookie year?
that's dope. That's
I
dope.
mean,
But it's easy when it's 1-on-1 in the illegal defense rule. They couldn't play zone.
that was easy to.
Everyone talks about everyone talks about the 80s
that
and
was
90s.
easy as a rookie to have a 30 a game. Okay.
No. No, I feel like it was. I felt like as a 1-on-1 player, it's easier. It was easier to score in
Come
that
on.
era.
See, you see how LeBron fans do?
It was
I'm
easier
giving
to
you
score
a
in that
stat.
era.
So you're saying
No. Look it up. Continue looking it up.
So
What
you're
did
saying
LeBron average?
Everyone was doing that in rookie year. Everyone was give you
Absolutely
28.
not.
Come on,
Absolutely
so why
not.
you saying it's easy then? It's not
Absolutely
easy
not.
then.
I
So-
feel like
so
it's
it's
easier
not
to score.
easy.
I feel like it was easier to score.
For him,
I felt like it
because
was
he's the
easier
greatest
to
player of all
score.
time.
Everyone says it's easier to score now. I felt like it was easier to score back then because you can
LeBron
play
averaged
zone.
20 points.
I seen it.
Everything's lower.
We know what it is. Bro. We know what it is.
And how many?
Everything's lower.
And how many wins?
The assists are lower. The rebounds are lower. The points.
And how many wins? Straight out of
lower.
high school. How many wins?
Bro, you can go year for year, bro. I swear to God. George's going to have better
He's
stats.
never gonna have more points
can go
per
year
year.
for year, bro.
He's never gonna have more points per
Jordan
year
is
because he wasn't a
better
pure
player,
scorer.
Wiz. I'm sorry.
He's never gonna have more points per
sorry.
year.
He's number 4.
He's number 4. By the end of this, he'll be number 15.
Honestly, he's number 5. Because you go Jordan, Kobe, Magic, and Kareem. LeBron's is number 5.
Magic's not top 10. Let's be real.
Magic literally won
Isaiah was better than Magic.
Okay, stop.
No, I got way more. I don't know what that show was
Magic.
that they did about the Lakers and
Yeah,
shit.
bro.
I got way more
He
respect
literally
for
played
Magic than
center
you know what I'm saying?
his rookie year, won a national championship, won Finals MVP his rookie year.
They try to-
Magic
He
was
played
dope.
11 years with the 9 finals.
They try to argue
Listen,
that Steph's better than
LeBron
Magic.
James has
Is Steph
been to
better than
10
Magic?
finals in 22 years.
Is Steph better than Magic?
has been to fucking 9 finals in 11 years.
Why does that matter?
And won
Because he
5
lost
of them.
4. Because he lost 4.
No, because he only played 11 seasons and went to 9 finals. He only was. What the fuck?
But it didn't matter when LeBron had only played 15 seasons and had been to 10 finals.
He's played for 22 years, only been to 10. So that means that other 12 years, we were watching him lose. Why don't y'all see that?
Actually, he went to, 8 straight?
Isaiah Thomas played 10 years, went to 3 finals, won 2 of them.
He went to 8 straight. LeBron, 8 straight finals. So
and he lost 4 of them.
he was in 9 finals in 14 years.
He lost 3. No, he went 3 for 5 in 8 straight finals. That's what y'all don't. Sorry, that's what y'all don't talk about. 8 straight, and he went 3 for 5. We watched him lose 5 times.
What did Jordan average at North Carolina his freshman year?
Bro, he didn't play that much.
That's what I asked you. That was the first
That was
question.
the original thing.
Well, yeah, he didn't play that much.
Versus LeBron in the NBA
Bobby Knight called
At
Jordan
18
the greatest player of all time.
at 18.
Didn't he? Bobby
At
Knight.
18.
LeBron against NBA
At
player
18?
Jordan on North Carolina.
The
Y'all
star,
want me to-
the
y'all want
leader,
me to do a song
the
because
leader.
this conversation gonna
No,
last all night.
the leader.
Yeah. What was the other?
No. The leader of his team in the NBA, straight out of high school, versus Jordan, who didn't play that much as a freshman in college,
But averaged 28 his fucking rookie year.
because he went to college for 3 years,
Jordan averaged over 20. I didn't know it was 28. I ain't gonna lie.
God
Y'all,
damn.
you know what I'm saying?
LeBron averaged 20.
and they won like
Fact-
20 something
fact-
games. They won like 20 something games.
No, they didn't.
33.
They won like 50.
No, they didn't win 50 games.
Yes, they did.
His first year,
Yeah.
and they lost in the first round of the playoffs with 50 wins. You only play 82 games.
They won a lot of games.
You only play 82 games and you were a better seed and lost in the first round. That means you were a higher seed if you won 50. If you won 50 games
And that
in the
means you
regular
played a
season,
lower
you're the
seed.
higher seed and you lost in the first round of the playoffs.
He on it. He digging out.
That just made me sick to my stomach.
He digging out.
Okay, yeah, they only won
32 games.
38.
38
They went
games.
from
They were under
27
500.
They went from 27
They were
to
under
38.
500. Under 500.
He scraped into the play.
So he's scoring on he's scoring on a losing team. They
I can't
didn't even
believe
win
this.
half their games.
I can't believe this shit, bro.
They didn't win half their games. And then you were like bigging it up.
Yeah, that was one of your main points, though. That was
Michael Jordan averaged
Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Skip Bayless.
averaged
Come
30
on, Skip.
points
Skip.
a fucking
Come on,
game.
Skip.
6.5 rebounds. And fuck.
Does Jordan have dick left? Because these niggas suck it. Does he have any dick left?
And on that note, Waka Flocka was on an interview, Hot 97.
I love debating Jordan with him. It's so fun.
It's
a great conversation.
I'm gonna play it real quick.
It's all respect.
somebody
It's a
somebody
great
got to
conversation.
tie
You want to
out
hook up to the aux?
Jordan.
Here, hook up to the aux. Now hook up to the aux so we can hear it better. Actually,
Because I want to get, I want to
send
get,
it to my phone. Send it to my phone
because
I'm
both Wiz and
I'm on the.
JT are both married, so I want to get their intake on this one.
Send it to. You got it. All right, I'm gonna play it. It'll go through the headphones.
Scenario: you're on a boat in the middle of the ocean with your wife and your child, and it's still a young child. Both of them get lodged into the water.
My wife.
You're gonna save your wife?
Yeah,
Why?
it's my wife.
Period. That's it.
I love my wife before I love my child. How could I choose my child over something or someone that created you? I come respectfully. I gotta make another one. Cause I can't make I cannot make the same woman I love. It's impossible.
It's impossible.
Like you can't play with love.
Okay, you cannot play with love. So Waka Flocka was on Hot 97, and he was asked if his wife or his newborn child was out at sea, I guess, about to drown.
to get thrown out the boat.
thrown out the boat or whatever, who would he save? His wife or his newborn child? Well, not newborn, but like, young child. And he chose his wife. And his reasons was because he can't recreate his wife. And I like how we said that. You know what I'm saying? You can't recreate.
Can't make another one. Yeah.
You can't recreate the person that you loved. Now, he probably gonna get flack, but I want to know because I got two married men here. I'm not married, so I'm not gonna answer this question.
Married with child.
Married with child.
Children.
So I'm gonna ask JT first, and I'm gonna ask Wiz. JT, if your wife and your child was out at sea and they both fell off the boat, and you could save one of them, who would you save?
The Bible tells me to save my wife first. That's what the Bible tells you to do. Because it's supposed to be your spouse, then your children. Mm-hmm. And that's the pecking order. God, spouse, children. My wife is supposed to, back in the traditional days, make dinner and feed me before the children are fed.
And make children.
Yeah, but she's supposed to feed me before she feeds the children. When dinner is served,
you're right.
She's supposed to serve me, and then serve the children. That's how it's supposed to be. Depends on how old I am. That's my answer. Depends on how old I am. If I'm at my age now, I'm gonna save my wife. If I'm a couple years older, 50, 60 area, maybe we can't make children, I'm gonna save my child.
Well,
because the legacy goes on.
It was a newborn child. Because so it was young.
No. It doesn't matter how old the child is. It depends on how old we are.
Well, women can't.
Can we
conceive at a certain age?
Yeah,
so it have to be.
No, I'm saying it doesn't matter how old the child is. It matters how old me and my wife are.
Make another kid, but if you're at a certain age.
But she was asking if it was a young child, not a older.
He said I can recreate and I can make another child. I can't recreate my wife.
No, I'm saying what the woman said. So your wife would have to be in an age where she can still
conceive. Yeah,
because like in the listen.
Mm-hmm. We heard it.
Your child, and it's still a young child.
Yeah. So it's still a young.
Doesn't
child.
matter how old doesn't matter how old the child is. If we can recreate or if we can still procreate and conceive and make a child, then yes, my duty is to my wife
to save the wife,
and then the child is second. That's how it's supposed.
So why would you save? Why would you save the wife?
Because that's my duty. I chose her. You don't choose your child. I chose her. That's how it's supposed to be.
That's a beautiful answer.
But that's a tough
question.
Because morally, ethically, I'm sorry, emotionally, I would want to save the child. My wife would tell me to save the child. Actually, matter of fact, I would say, y'all stay, I go. That's what would really happen. Y'all good, I'm out. Bring this child on this boat. I'll suffer. Because that's what a real man does, in my opinion. But yeah. So.
Thank you. That's a beautiful answer, man. What up, Wiz? Your wife and your child is out and you were out at sea. They both tip over. You got to save one. Who would you save?
I mean, I don't got kids, so
talking to Mike.
Like, I don't got kids, so obviously, you know what I'm saying. Just from my perspective, just not having a kid, I would obviously say my wife. But I would feel like if I had a kid, my wife would probably want. If I was swam out to her, she probably wouldn't let me save her. You know what I'm saying? She'd be like, "No, go get the kid." You know what I'm saying? Just knowing my wife, and if we had a kid, I wouldn't even have the opportunity to save her.
Yeah,
she would make me go save the kid. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel like most wives of any quality would do that. Yeah. I feel like they would.
And that's why that question is kind of funny, because it's like, if your wife wouldn't be like, "Thank you,
save me.
Thank you for saving me." They'd be like, "Get the fuck off of me and go get our daughter or go get our son over there."
I think you got to be like more detailed with the question, because you got to be like, okay,
I would sacrifice myself.
There's no option. It's just like
basically
life or death, like right now. You know what I'm saying?
It's more kind of like if you had the choice.
If I had the choice, I would sacrifice myself if I could. But if I had to choose one, then yeah.
Yeah, I think it's more if you had the choice, right? Because if they're both in the water, I mean, you can literally try to save both of them, right? Somebody.
I'm gonna tell my daughter to get on my back, and I'm gonna save my wife. And if I go under, I go under.
Somebody at work told me I would save my wife so we could save the kid. Okay,
that's a great answer,
right? Like, let me save her so we can go save the kid. You know what I'm saying?
And that leads us to a great point. Why wasn't Leonardo DiCaprio saved in Titanic? Because there was plenty of room on that slab. Rose could have saved his ass. Rose could have saved his ass.
Nah, man,
definitely pulled me on that board.
Lean the right way.
But how did they meet? How did they meet though?
They should have took turns.
But how did they meet? She cheated to get to him, right?
Oh, he was
in an arranged marriage.
Oh, he was definitely fucking with a bitch that was gonna find another rich nigga after they got to America.
Yeah. So that's why she let him go.
At some point,
you know what? I realized?
Like,
you don't even got shit.
She said that's why he let them.
You broke as fuck.
You know what?
You know what? It's cold and you're broke.
We just met.
When we get home,
but she did take his last name though.
When we get home, are you really gonna have a house to put us in?
No, he didn't have shit.
So that's what she was thinking.
She let his ass go right down to the ocean.
Anyways, what's your answer to this question?
What's my answer? I'm saving my wife.
Why?
Because I can just like you said, I can make more kids.
That's what Walker said. That's what Walker told us.
I chose my wife. Yeah. I love that answer. I chose my wife. I didn't choose I chose you.
And let's be real, like as a father,
that's my job, is to save my wife.
As a father, it's not. Let's be real. Like, people are gonna hate me for saying this, but it's not unconditional love for your children. You don't get the same bond that a mother does carrying a child for 9 months and all that. It's not unconditional. Like, no matter what, it's like you learn to love your children. Like, that's real. That's the real.
People have kids and have girlfriends, and their kids are stepkids. They literally choose their wife over their kids every day.
You don't have that same bond. We don't have a biological clock like women. We don't have to have
once
that.
You marry your wife, if you had kids from another woman, your wife is the most important thing to you. And
I've been in that situation. I've been in that situation.
I love my kids.
I've been in that.
They live with their
mama.
My
wife basically raised my kids for me because I was at work. So my custody agreement was I had them a couple days a week. I worked retail sales. She worked banking hours. She was the one that picked them up from school, took them to practice, and I would spend the time I had with them.
That's an easy answer.
I didn't always get them on my days off. I had them certain days.
Because just like you said in the Bible, it says, you know what I'm saying, you got to, because the child grows up and they find love and they go love somebody.
I would love to have a religious talk on this podcast at one point. Cause I have some things I want to talk about.
Well, maybe we'll do that before I go in, because I got a lot of topics too. I don't go to church. I ain't spiritual. On the moon, smoking on that purple.
But then the nigga lyrical.
That religious rabbit hole though
that's a long rabbit hole.
I'm gonna say one thing. I feel like this. Do we believe because we're afraid? Or do we believe because we have faith? And if something is real, why is it always a mystery?
You know damn well we believe because we're afraid.
But why? If something is real,
afraid.
If something is real, why will no one ever really physically see it?
You know what I realized it.
That's my only question, and we'll leave that. We'll leave that. You can say your point. I'm sorry.
To my kids, right? They don't listen to my kids. Don't listen to their mom. My fiance's kid doesn't listen to their mom. My daddy comes in. I'm stern and I'm coming to whoop ass, or I'm coming to maneuver voice. You know what I'm saying? What do they tell you in church? Fear God. Fear God. Fear God. That's when I realized. Why? Okay, it's a hustle. Fear makes you do what? Fear makes people do.
That's what these politicians do. They fear mongering. That's what it's called. That's what politicians do.
You know how much money stores made on toilet paper and fucking shit because of fear from the pandemic? Yeah. But we're gonna leave it there.
But religion was also like stolen. Religion is religion. And it was also stolen and manipulated for for people to gain from it. You know what I'm saying? Like so,
because if we could go back to the Black Israelites that's where our religion really
Christianity
stands.
might be
Christianity was
something
a
different.
religion that was made.
It was forced on us as slaves.
I mean, it is a Caucasian religion. It's not a black religion, honestly. Santa Claus isn't black. The Easter Bunny probably isn't black.
And here's my
Valentine's Day dude isn't black.
and here's my last point
The pilgrims aren't black.
about that. Christianity, like you said, Caucasian religion. That's number one in the United States, but they fear anything else. They fear Islam.
Yeah.
They fear Hindu.
They're terrorists.
They
They call the Black
they call them
Panthers
terrorists. But these evangelical Christians do the exact same thing as these Muslims do.
Yeah.
They bear arms, Bible first, all that. It's something great to talk
I don't
about.
wanna lose
It's controversial.
fans.
It's controversial, but it's something great to talk about. No, I want to debate it. I want to talk about it.
Debate? What do you want
You
to debate,
know,
though?
no, I mean,
That's
not
how you- that's how
what's
you
gonna
lose
be
fans
the
right there.
debate?
not debate. I want to talk about it. I want to discuss it, regardless of how I feel or you feel, whatever. I just want to talk about it. I want to get it out in the open and see what do people really think about it. Like let's be real about it.
We should do like a little
Do we? But
chime in, have
what?
people text and like go on live.
Mm-hmm. And the other
'cause
thing,
honestly,
the other thing is
it gets
people
deep,
interpret
bro.
the
There's, like, a lot
Bible
of
in
deep
different
stuff,
ways.
Like as far as religion, like Catholics and stuff like that.
It's the
like,
richest organization
people
in the
was,
world
like,
too, by the way.
You know what I'm saying?
Catholics.
I can't remember exactly what you say, like, you know what I'm saying, about like praying or something like that, but it's like a saying that you say all the time and you don't really know what it means. But like back in the day, it meant like when Catholics was coming, it meant like they was coming to wipe y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they were going to make this the religion. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all was gonna learn this shit and y'all was gonna make this y'all's religion. You know what I'm saying? Like
And pillage.
yeah, you know what I'm
You
saying?
talking
But there were
about
so
pillage?
many, there's so many more like books to the Bible and different shit. People gonna pick what they
All I
whoever's
know
in power
is
at that time is gonna pick what they feel like they can control people.
All
So
I
how
know
do we know
is-
how do we know what's real and what's like? How do we know?
This is what I do know. As a black man from the South, I grew up watching religious Christians burn up black churches,
right?
leaving
Crosses.
crosses. And I'm a black man from the South. Now they're from the North. JT was from the North.
Hold
My
on. There's
history-
a KKK group not too far from here.
But I'm
I
just
went to high
saying,
school with some people whose dads were in it.
my immediate history.
We can talk about that too.
My immediate history is Christians, church people, pastors, deacons, lawyers, doctors, you know what I'm saying, principals, putting their hoods on and burning our churches.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In Alabama and Georgia.
Yeah.
I remember that.
That's Christianity.
That's Christianity.
Yeah.
I'm done.
But you might not.
I
Like
don't
you
want to
said,
get
like,
too
up
deep
north,
on
you might
this.
not
Yeah.
even see none of that.
Yeah.
So it's like
This is the conversation.
it's all a perception.
That's taboo.
we need like a
It's
whole hour.
it's
Hey, but to
taboo.
give y'all- but to give
no,
y'all
we need
something before
we need a
y'all,
couple hours. It's taboo.
To give y'all a little rabbit hole to jump down, there's this dude, I forget what his name is, but he's like, he has a 200 IQ. He's like known as the smartest person. He's still alive today. You know what I'm saying? And they do an interview with him, and they say,
I've never done an interview, so I don't even know how that happened.
what? Oh, yeah. 200. You know what I'm saying? JT over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But the first question they ask him, though, is like, you know, we got to ask you this, like, is God real? And that's the first. So y'all should, like, it's something y'all should jump on and watch.
Is
You know what
that
I'm
Neil
saying?
deGrasse Tyson?
I can't
Is he
remember.
black dude?
No, that's a white dude.
Okay.
White dude.
Of course, the white dudes.
Yeah.
Even if he's not, he is.
I mean, he's the one person that got tested. There could be a nigga.
That's the Jordan effect.
How the fuck?
I don't know, but it worked. I got a reaction.
No, let's
I
stop
got
it
a
right
reaction.
now. Let's stop it right now.
I got a reaction.
stop it right
I got a
now.
reaction, so it worked.
He's
It
about-
worked.
he's
It
about to
worked.
do it,
It
too.
worked.
He's about to-
So we got that
You
cliffhanger.
LeBron fans don't even wear LeBrons.
I got some. I wore them, and you noticed as soon as I had him on, he was like, "Oh, you got
don't
the
even
LeBrons
wear
on."
LeBrons.
I wore him. He said,
How
"You
many
got."
LeBrons do you got, Wiz?
I ain't going to. I only had
Exactly.
one pair ever. Like,
Exactly.
I said I got the. I didn't even say I got the LeBrons. He was like, "Oh, you wearing the LeBrons?" I was like, "Oh, how'd you know?"
Because I'm
How'd
a
you
LeBron
know?
guy.
So.
The mic was down.
So they're just heavy. They're just heavy shoes. He's a big guy. He needs the support. They're big. But but anyways,
LeBron guy, he's at number 2.
But anyways, that's a cliffhanger. But I got one more cliffhanger for y'all. And I hate to do this. I hate to be the cliffhanger guy. But we got to talk about the pyramids and the aliens. You heard about what they found. You heard about miles deep. They found the pillars under the pyramids. You haven't heard that?
I think I did.
Yeah, we need to talk about that.
Oh, that's a deep one too.
Yeah,
I be into stuff like that. So
I haven't.
Don't open that book with
I
me because I be on stuff like that.
I haven't started down that rabbit hole yet, but I've heard about it enough that I need to. So next time. So next time. No.
Conspiracies
And we're
and
gonna talk about politics, and we're gonna talk about
what happens.
He said there's
And we're gonna get on that Remy.
Hey, we did 40 minutes about Jordan and LeBron.
I mean, I
So
know, right?
so we good. So we good.
We gotta cut.
We handled
like
it.
30 minutes
We
of that.
handled. No, we don't.
And just
no, we don't.
keep.
I'm
you
gonna
know
post
what
it
I'm
all.
saying?
I'm gonna post it all.
Don't
Fuck
post it all.
Why?
The funniest part, y'all gonna be in here like picking through it, like, nah, to post this.
Nah, I don't. We,
Just the
no,
clips.
we not doing that. We not doing
Don't
that.
cut out what I said.
We not doing that. We not doing that.
That's the hardest part.
And you gotta watch through the whole footage for that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Y'all might just have to post the whole
Because
thing.
people
fucking generate.
Yeah, y'all might
So,
have to post the whole thing.
So yeah, but Wiz, I think we're gonna have you back for that. So next week, we need you.
I'm in here.
We need you.
What day?
We need you. Religion
This day?
and pyramids.
Friday?
I'm thinking Sunday night. Let's get it cracking.
Sunday night? Yeah. I got about a couple more days left.
Or Monday during the day. I'm good. I'm free.
I can't do Monday. That's the night.
All right, Sunday night. This week.
I
this
that one with Shay.
like 2 days from now.
Oh, Sunday night?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do it Sunday night?
Yeah.
All right, let's get it. We be back.
Yeah.
Shia! Ball out! Ride shot. Shia! I've been ride shot. I've been ride shot. I've been ride shot. If you need me, I'll be ride shot. You my nigga, I got your back. He need me here, I got him. Switch on my bros, we don't do that. Wonder if they're here, I brought him. Drinking on that Remy, on that yak, it's gonna be a problem. You in the front, goes in the back, and I'll be riding shouting. You my nigga, I got your back. He need me here, I got him. Switch on my bros, we don't do that. Wonder if they here, I brought him. Drinking on that Remy, on that yak, it's gonna be a problem. You in the front, goes in the back, and I be riding shouting. I be riding shouting. I be riding shouting. I be riding shouting. If my niggas need me, swear I'm gonna blow. Cock it back, let that shit rip and then reload. If you need me, I'll be riding shouting. I be riding shouting. I be riding shouting. I be riding shouting. If my niggas need me, swear I'm gonna blow. Twan Green. Cock it back, let that shit rip and then reload, bro. I tell you, I wrap it up so they can't smell it. I can't come cause I'm a felon. He can't come cause he a felon. I be barking, I be yelling. He got caught, then he start telling. You thinking small, I'm thinking millions. Too much money to be chillin'. I'm addicted to this feeling. Yeah. In this game, I made a killing. Sky's the limit through the ceiling. Ball out JT in the building. One of Wizards in the building. Niggas mugging, niggas grilling. If they need me, I'ma kill 'em. If they need me, I'll be riding, shouting. You my nigga, I got your back. He need me here, I got him. Switch on my bros, we don't do that. Wonder if they here, I brought him. Drinking on that Remy, on that yak, it's gonna be a problem. You in the front, who's in the back, and I be riding shouting. You my nigga, I got your back. He need me here, I got him. Switch on my bros, we don't do that. Wonder if they here, I brought him. Drinking on that Remy, on that yak, it's gonna be a problem. You in the front, goes in the back, and I be riding shouting. I be riding shouting. I be riding shouting. I be riding shouting. If my niggas need me, swear I'm gonna blow. Cock it back, let that shit rip and then reload, boy. I tell you.
Hating on me, shorty, but it don't work. 16s on me, nigga, no verse. Keep it on the low, keep it covert. Say I got your money like old dirt. Came from the bottom, get no worse. Gotta push yourself like a Holmberg. Like stories of the have-nots. What's a beach full of sand to a motherfucking sandbox? Lamar Jack to a mascot. Used to keep a shoebox for the stash spot. Run it up, need 100 plus. Me, myself, and I ain't never lied to one of us. Triple dub like I know Russ. Clean bread, nigga, no crust. Bands on me, nigga, no cuts. For a nigga about nothing, never do enough, true enough. Keep it real with your dog, ain't hurting you. Backstab from my dog, getting surgical. 10 toes if I'm still standing vertical. Get bread, check my bag like a terminal. Keep it real with your dog, ain't hurting you. Backstab from my dog, getting surgical. 10 toes if I'm still standing vertical. Get bread, check my bag like a terminal.
I be riding, shawty. I be riding, shawty. I be riding, shawty. I be riding, shawty. If my niggas leave me, swear I'm gonna blow. Cock it back, let that shit rip and then reload it. Name it, I be riding, shawty. You my nigga, I got your back, he need me here, I got him. Switch on my bros, we don't do that. When the rip they here, I brought him. Drinking on that Remy, on that yak, it's gonna be a problem. You in the front, goes in the back, and I be riding, shawty.